Going live now.
Bet. Send the joint out to a couple folks.
We're live. Just tweeted out myself.
Yeah, I just got the notification. Boom.
Now let me actually get the YouTube clip. Week 13. Week 13. Interesting week. It's the dog days of the NFL. We're live. Let's see. There. Jeez. Okay. Georgia basketball.
Who they playing?
Playing Memphis. Memphis coming off the L. Georgia up right now, about 7 points though, first half.
Who Memphis lose to in their last game?
Who the fuck was? I know they was favored by a bunch. Let me see here who they lost to. Wasn't a bad loss. It was just like
It was on the road.
Were they on the road? I think they was at home actually. Oh no, I think they might have been in Brooklyn. Now that I think about it, they was playing the tournament in Brooklyn. Oh, they lost to Iowa State. It was in Brooklyn. They lost by 19. So, all right. Week 13, NFL. Hashtag where's Rome? All right. Cowboys, Saints. Let's get it in, Mike. All right. Damn, I'm editing this pod tonight too. This is a test out pod. We're testing
I'm
it.
about to give you some good drops. So
Yeah. Soundman sent me some drops before he took his time off. So shout out to Soundman. All right. And we're back. Annie Up Consulting presents What's the Line podcast, week 13, the dog days of the NFL. I'm your host, the meticulous Mark P. Got my guy, the six man. Call him up from the what is that? Call him out from the AAA.
Yeah,
My guy,
yeah.
Mike Curry. Curry with the shot. How you feeling today, Mike?
I'm good, man. Yeah, man. The six man is here. Go ahead and I'm moving on up. So go ahead and cue the Jeffersons. Go ahead and you know what I'm saying, man. From AAA to the majors, from G League to the league, from practice squad to the active roster, all that good stuff, man. I'm here. I'm excited to be here. I wanted to ask you though. I've listened to you guys' show for a while before I even joined Annie Up. Is this the first time that you're by yourself without any of the other three?
Yes, without any of the other three. That is correct.
So we making
Yes.
history,
We
baby.
making history.
That's what it's all about, man. Monday morning pod vibes.
Yes. Yeah, and so yes, I'm your host, the meticulous Mark P. Also host of Annie Up University, a guest on What's the Line Monday Morning podcast, along with Mike Curry. As we get our three person weave on there with Jordan as the host. I don't know what this would be. This wouldn't be a 3-man weave. This would be sort of a pitch and catch, I guess, Mike. We just gonna
pitch and catch, you know, basketball terms, pick and roll, you know.
Little pick and roll. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, we'll keep it basketball terms. I like the pick and roll. So the 3-man weave is out this week. No core four. We're gonna run the pick and roll. Me and Mike Curry. If you don't know, I've always said if I can't make a show, Mike Curry's got to host. Like it's just in him. It's just he knows what he's doing. He's the guy. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. And also we're brought to you by anothergreatadventure.com. Need to check those out. They're the spot for your luxury travel, all your travel needs, travel agency, sporting events, your major sporting events, Super Bowl, World Cup, all of that good stuff. Masters, they're the place to go. So tell them Annie Up sent you. Anothergreatadventure.com. And yeah, we're here. What's the Line podcast, week 13. Let's get right into it, Mike. Let's get right into it. Thursday night football. The Cowboys favored by 4.5 at the New Orleans Saints. Total of 47.5. Cowboys favored, like I said, favored by 4.5. Cowboys since under the Dak Prescott era, 29, 31, and 2 against the spread outside of that division, NFC East. Saints 10-6 against the spread as a home dog under the regime of the Sean Payton. Mike, what do you think about this game? Thursday night football, Cowboys favored by 4.5.
Yeah, this one is a little tough, and it probably shouldn't be that tough, but you just never know. I'm going to lean Cowboys here. They played they're coming off of 2 straight losses, and yeah, they didn't cover in either one of those losses. They lost outright. 7.5-point favorites, I believe, against the Raiders.
Yep.
So they're coming off of 2 straight losses. They got to get it together. I know the Saints aren't too well this year, but yeah, the Cowboys, they got to get it together. So I would lean towards backing them. I know you got some stats. Mike McCarthy is out, and Dan Quinn is going to be stepping in as interim coach this week. I know you got some numbers on that against the Saints, but this is a different Saints team. Obviously not the same Saints that he was coaching against. Obviously that was led by, Drew Brees. Michael Thomas was playing, stuff like that. So it's a little different, but yeah, I'm going to lean Cowboys here at this number. I don't really have too much for this game, but I'm going to lean Cowboys.
Yeah, for me, this is definitely a tough one. Honestly, potential stay away, especially since it's Thursday night. Well, both teams played last Thursday, so I guess
Yeah, they
not,
did.
not the short week. But I'll actually lean with the Saints here plus the 4.5. Looks like they're going to get the guy back, Alvin Kamara, and then Taysom Hill is confirmed going to be the starter this week. So they can mix some things up with as far as him running the ball and then throwing deep, catching this Cowboys team off guard. And the Cowboys are giving it up as far as passing yards per game, over 262 yards per game. That's ranked 27th. So yeah, I mean, I think that if Taysom Hill can get out there, they could be able to run that read option and be able to, hit something over the top. I think they can come out here and cover this 4.5 at home in a hostile environment. But yeah, Dan Quinn, those stats you were talking about when he was the Atlanta coach, Dan Quinn 3-9 against the spread versus the Saints as a head coach. So that's something that should be noted. But yeah, they're laying 4.5 here. I do worry though, because Dak is getting back. Looks like potentially. I know he's getting Cooper back. Yeah, he's getting CD. I didn't know what. Yeah,
they say he cleared concussion protocol the other day. He was practicing.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, CD's back, and I think Amari's going to play too. I saw he was questionable, but they definitely activated him from the COVID list. And when both of those two are healthy, this Cowboys team is pretty dynamic. But yeah, this could be potentially a shootout. So the over 47.5, it has some value, especially inside of a dome where the Saints play. So I think that has some value. That's probably where I would want to go. Look at me going with the total out of the whole game. I would go with the total over the 47.5. Rome out there, if you're listening, I know you're proud. All right. So yeah, we just both you lean with the Cowboys, I lean with the Saints. But yeah, I like the over 47.5.
What's Sean Payton as a home dog?
He's 10-6 against the spread. Sean Payton is a home dog.
Okay.
And the majority of that, was with Drew Brees. So
yeah.
All right, next game on the board, Bucks -11 at the Falcons. The total is 50.5, large total. We know what Tampa's doing right now. Number 1 in passing yards per game. Just 7-9 against the spread. Those are road fave under head coach Bruce Arians. The Bucks are. The Falcons 15-10 against the spread as a home dog under the Matt Ryan era. I know that's a sneaky stat, but yeah. Falcons catching 11 here. Mike, what do you think about this game? Leans, likes, what do you think?
I lean Falcons here just because of the number. I know the last time these two teams played, it was kind of a close game, and the Buccaneers kind of pulled away at the end. For me, I don't know if it's a thing with you, but when I back the Buccaneers, I like them to have full squad, and I'm talking about Antonio Brown included. So I don't really like. I don't. I'm not fully confident in Atlanta 11, but I mean I could see it happening. But this total hit last game too, so I think the total is a sneaky spot. But at the number, I'm gonna lean Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement with you there. I mean, it's potentially a like. I really didn't go through my leans and likes. I'm kind of on the spot with it here this week, but it's a potential like on the Falcons with me. I feel like I've been good on the Falcons in spots this year.
Mhm.
I've been able to kind of back them in good spots. I think this is potentially a good spot, especially considering the last time these two played. I mean, this was a close game. It was early
Yeah,
in the season, and then a couple late turnovers, and the Bucks get away with a big victory. But this was a very close game. Now it's in Atlanta. The Bucks have not played well outside of Tampa Bay this season. So I mean, you're getting over 10 points here in a division game. I just think that has some value. And then the Matt Ryan is a home dog thing. 15-10 against the spread. This Falcons team is as a home dog under the Matt Ryan era. I mean, that has some value to it. So I feel like I've been picking the Falcons in good spots here. So I'm going to like them here, plus the 11 points, especially with no Antonio Brown. And passing defense is pretty good this year. I mean, they're 14th in the league, just 236 passing yards they're giving up. AJ Terrell's been pretty locked down this
yeah,
year.
he's been
So
good.
yeah, I'm gonna back this Falcons team with a little revenge on their mind and could still potentially get in the playoffs. This Falcons team is right there. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna back a Falcons team plus the 11 points. It's a like for me. 50 and a half. Any more stats I want to give out here? Neither team is really running the ball. I mean, I know Leonard Fournette did his thing last week, but that was mostly in the red zone. So
Yep.
neither team's running the ball. So I think, potentially this number could hit that total. All right, next game on the board. Cardinals favored by 8 at the Chicago Bears, total of 45 and a half. Looks like Kyler Murray is going to be back on track to play this week. Should be noted, these combined coaches, right? How long has Nagy been there? He's been there since 2018. So 2018, 2019, 2021. These two combined coaches after a bye week are 0-6 against the spread. So I should be that.
This is
Yeah,
something you got to give right there.
that's terrible. But yeah, the Cardinals are coming off a bye. Cliff Kingsbury is 0-2 against the spread after a bye. But the Cardinals, this is kind of where they tend to get their shine on. 16-11 against the spread, non-division games under the regime of Kyler Murray and Kingsbury. 12-8-1 against the spread after a win. The Cardinals are under that same since that same span. Bears just 6-8 against the spread as a home dog under head coach Matt Nagy, 17 and 23 against the spread, non-division games under Nagy. Yeah, Mike, what do you think about this game? Cardinals favored by 8, total of 45 and a hook.
This is super close to a stay away. But if we're getting Kyler back in there, I'll lean towards the Cardinals. Just thinking about how good they were when he was healthy and when he was performing. I know the Bears did put on a requisite performance last week, but that was against the Detroit Lions. I'm just gonna lean with the Cardinals here. I know they laid a similar figure on the road early on in the season against the Jaguars, but yeah, I'm gonna lean with the Cardinals here.
Yeah, I am. Is this game early in the week? I looked at this game, it was -7 for the Cardinals, and I was like, oh, Kyler Murray's coming back. Like, you gotta take that. And while there's still some part of me that feels that way. I think there's some value on the Bears here, and I think there's some extreme value on the over at 45 and a half. If Kyler Murray is healthy, right, we expect
Mhm.
him to put up points. And this is just talking about the over. If Kyler Murray is healthy, we expect him to put up points. The Bears, I think they're being valued as the same team of Justin Fields offensively, which was 32nd in the league passing yards per game, which they still are, but they've been improving by like 10 yards per game over the last 2 games. So that's because Andy Dalton can throw the ball a little better right now in this offense. So
Yeah,
I think at 45 and a half, there's some, the over could be in play. But then I just thought about Chicago weather. So I don't know if the Cardinals
Yeah.
the Cardinals laying 8 here. I actually would lean with the Bears here plus the 8. They are 16-14 against the spread after a win under Nagy. So they do have some positivity once they get the ball rolling. Andy Dalton, he's played pretty well this year. I mean, I remember back in Andy Dalton week 2 or 3 against the Bengals. And
Yeah.
it was a good spot. So I think Andy Dalton can throw this ball here against this Cardinals team. And how about this? When I think of the Cardinals, they're a really good team, but why I think they cannot win possibly the NFC is because of their run defense. I've seen teams be able to run against this team. Carolina, it was another team in particular. Oh, the Packers kind of exposed them there. I just think that this Bears team, you get David Montgomery rolling, get the backup. I forget the kid's name, but he played well for a few weeks as well.
Khalil Herbert.
Khalil Herbert, right. So this team, I mean, they could cover this 8 points here in the cold weather. Cardinals, I don't know the last time they played in cold weather. I mean, it had to be last season at least. But I mean, you got the injury, the chemistry, the bye week, 0-2 after the bye. I got to go with the Bears and nothing here. It can't be the Cardinals.
That's fair. That's totally fair. It's just a lay. I wouldn't play this.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this is tough. It's Bears and nothing for me. I'm trying to figure out if I could get the balls back to Bears and Matt Nagy. So I don't know if I'll do that, but they didn't cover last week when I think about it either, the Bears. So all right, next game on the board. This was interesting. Chargers at the Bengals. Bengals favored by 3. Look ahead was 1. Total of 50.5. Let me give you some stats. Chargers 5-3 against the spread, road dog under Justin Herbert. Bengals are 3-8 against the spread after a win under Zach Taylor. 9-13-1 against the spread as a home team under that same span. Mike, what do you think about this team? 2 pretty good quarterbacks, 2 mediocre coaches, maybe?
Yeah. The 3 seems a little flat. I mean, we saw what the Bengals did last week against the Steelers. They won 41-10. The week before that, they blew out the Raiders 32-13. And we all saw last week the Chargers lost outright in division game against the Denver Broncos in Mile High. They were laying 2.5. The number, it just seems like a flat 3 to me, to be honest. It's like we just saw what the Bengals did, and then we just saw what the Chargers did. I can't play the Bengals. It feels kind of square to play the Bengals. I kind of want to see a little bit what this number does. Like, will it stay at 3 or not, or will it move to 2.5, maybe 3.5? I'm leaning towards the Chargers though. I'm gonna lean towards them, but I can't. I don't know. I can't play the Bengals at this number.
Yeah, I gotta lean with the Chargers as well. I've been disappointed with them overall. I mean, I think this is the coach kind of came in with the idea that you have this prolific offense that was there last season, but I just think that I mean there's some struggles. I really I love Austin Eckler. He just won me some fantasy football games. I really appreciate him to the highest degree. However, he really doesn't he can't run the ball very well. You know what I mean? Like he can't run in between the tackles as far as being a physical, like punch you in the mouth team. That they're not it. And they don't have anyone to do that for them late in games. So I worry about them from that standpoint. But the Bengals, I mean, they just haven't played well in this span. 3-8 against the spread after a win under Zach Taylor. I know that
I was looking for that.
Yeah. I know that they're much better. They're good. They're great at stopping the run, right? But this Chargers team, doesn't want them. They don't run. The most running that they do is with their quarterback. So at least lately. So I lean with the Chargers here, plus the 3 against still a young Bengals team. But they you can run on this Chargers team. So I just lean with it. I can't like the Chargers here because they're 32nd in opponents' rushing yards per game, which is awful.
Ew.
So can't do it in this one. But yeah, just lean with the Chargers. Looks like both of us in that game. Total of 50.5. So I don't feel any way about that. Next game on the board, my bestie in the testy, Mike Zimmer, Vikings, favored by 7 at the Lions, total of 46.5. Look ahead with 7.5. Let me give you guys some, stats from my bestie in the testy, Mike Zimmer. He is 35-16 against the spread after a loss since 2014. That's when he became the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. 13-11 against the spread is a road fade, but just 22-22 against the spread division games. Lions, we know they're bad. I mean, what is there to say? They're 12-15 against the spread as a home dog since 2017. But yeah, Mike, what do you think about this game? Vikings laying 7 on the road. No Dalvin Cook, it looks like this week.
Oh yeah, this one is kind of tough. I remember last time you guys did this, and these two teams were playing. Drew was on the show, and our guy Paris, I should say, he was talking about how Zimmer has historically owned the Lions, and I would lean with the Vikings, but probably won't play it. I know the Lions just lost a big part of their offense last week in DeAndre Swift.
Right.
You can argue that's their best player, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean,
Yeah, so yeah, I think so too. So it's tough. I mean, I know Jamal Williams is a solid back. Vikings are coming off a loss. 35-16. Mike Zimmer
Yep.
after oh wow. Yeah, it's something, yeah, that's something I want to back. So yeah, I'm gonna lean Vikings. Off of a tough loss. They were in that game against the 49ers last week. And I just feel like it was another one of those close games where I referenced this on a Monday morning show. Like they play in a lot of close games, but in this particular game, I lean with them minus the 7 though. I still lean Vikings. Lions, I just don't know what's up with them, and they just lost their best player, you could say. So I don't know. I don't know. I probably end up staying away, but I do like those Mike Zimmer numbers after a loss. It's pretty damn good.
Yep, and yep. So that's Mike. Be like Mike at Be Like Mike on Twitter. Mike with an X. For all those sneaky. That's a sneaky play, Mike. Yeah. So I mean, I kind of agree with you. I want to lean with my guy minus the 7, but I think 7 is a little expensive considering this is a division game. I would definitely tease them to win this game. I think they're going to be, on point considering that this game came down to a late second field goal earlier in the year. I believe I was in Vegas that week, but yeah, they came back and won by 1 point. The Vikings did. You should be more aware. You're trying to get that sneaky playoff spot coming off the L. So I think they'll be a little more tuned in. And during that point of the season, Justin Jefferson wasn't playing that well as far as the offense. He's been playing tremendous the last few weeks, the month. So I think yeah, I gotta lean Vikings minus the 7. Although my guy just in the division 22-22, so that's a little weary, but yeah, I gotta lay the 7 with no Swift, and Goff barely throws the ball downfield. So
I wish Soundman was here, Rook. I didn't mean to cut you. I wish Soundman was here because every time I bring up a Lions game, he's just like, oh,
yeah,
every
I know,
time. But
right?
shout out to Soundman who just celebrated a B-Day, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out, I got Sound, man. Celebrate the B-Day. He's off this week. And where's Rome? Rome's off this week too. We're just still making it happen, though. Shout out to Mike Curry on the assist. But all right, next game on the board: Giants at the Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 4, total of 41. Actually start with me on this one first, Mike. It's not a like with the Giants right now because I don't know who's gonna play Daniel Jones or whatever. But
I saw Mike Glennon yesterday. I saw something that Mike Glennon may start yesterday.
Oh God. I was actually a Mike Glennon guy for a little while. He was at NC State, tall as hell, but yeah, he's not it. But you know what? This is actually a stay away from me. But I just wanted to note that the Giants 13-5 against the spread as a road dog since 2019, but that's mostly with Daniel Jones. Doesn't look like he's going to play this week. And yeah, tough to back them here. And even the Dolphins laying the 4 now. It's got a little expensive. Look ahead, it was 2.5. So I'm actually just pass here. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, it definitely has gotten expensive. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm gonna lean on the under of 41. I know the Dolphins have been, I think they're on like a 4-game win streak and they've been playing really good. I feel like the Giants are a team that, like, when you don't have any hopes for it, like they'll cover or win a game outright. Like I remember a couple of weeks ago they played the Raiders and they went outright. I had a heavy lean to them, but I think this game is going to be a close game, like a low scoring affair. I see. I think the Dolphins probably win, but I just don't see a ton of points being scored. So I'm gonna lean on the under 41.
Yeah, I mean, I actually agree with you. I think that's I would like the under the 41. Considering that both of these teams, I mean, the Giants about to have a backup quarterback in.
Mhm.
They both want to play, field position game. And I could just certainly see the 17-14 game here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that has some value in it. But yeah, Dolphins, I'm sorry, my guy, Brian Flores, who I think is a good motivator. I don't know if he's a good head coach. I don't know. I think he's a good
Yeah.
motivator and he puts together good defensive plans. But yeah, he is 14-8 against the spread as a home team, 12-6 against the spread after a win. He's 16-12 against the spread in non-division games. Brian Flores is, so we got to pay him his respects. But yeah, they don't treat Tua like an all-star quarterback. Sort of limit what he does. Even in last week's victory against my woeful Carolina Panthers, they didn't like their yardage was not too crazy. It was pretty bland.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't
wasn't. It's like Tua, all of like more than half his passing yards to Jalen Waddle, and they weren't. Yeah, they just didn't put up a lot of numbers.
correct. And if you remember, Tua a couple weeks ago, he didn't have that many passing yards either, but he had threw a 66-yarder to the one guy, and that was the majority of his pass. So I don't think they don't want to expose him too much. They want to play field position game. Mike
Mhm.
Pilardi punt the ball, get them inside their 20, and we're going to play with our defense. So I think that's where they are right now. So yeah, the under has some value. I'm going to like the under at the 41, Mike. So you got me there.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like the under as well.
All right, double like there. We're going to take the under 41. Giants at the Dolphins, backup quarterback and Tua Tagovailoa. So yeah, and two pretty good defenses. All right, Eagles at the Jets. Eagles favored by 6.5. The woeful Jets. Total of 45. I could go through some stats for both of these teams, but it's since 2017. Both new coaching regimes.
Yeah.
So Battle of the Beltway, Jersey and Philly. What do you think about this game, Mike?
I, I don't know. I was hoping you would start with
Oh, I mean,
I I I don't know. The Jets are a team I just don't really have a good read on. It's kind of like I'll fade them or I'll stay away. But um I don't know. I really don't.
yeah, for me, I lean with it at 6.5. I'll probably like it at 6. The Jets, if you look at their stats right now, right, their passing yards per game, oh, they're pretty good. I mean, they're not too bad. Oh, their passing yards per game is actually, I made a mistake there, but they're basically like they're about over like almost 250 passing yards per game. That is so inflated by the time that Zach Wilson spent out. That is
Yeah,
Joe Flacco. That is Josh Johnson and the Mike White.
Mike
That they
White.
were throwing the ball and getting a lot of yards. This team cannot throw the ball with Zach Wilson. The Eagles cannot throw the ball either. I'm not Jalen Hurts. I'm not giving you no passes either, buddy. But they could run the fuck out the ball. The Eagles are first in rushing yards per game, 157.9 rushing yards per game. They're going to be able to run this ball. And when you get in the fourth quarter, even in the second half, late in the third to the fourth quarter, Jets defense, I see the hands on their knees. It's going to be really tough for them to, continue to, get up for each and every snap. I think the Eagles are going to run the ball well. Boston Scots of the world and, do well here. So I like it at 6, not at 6.5, because I hate field goal kickers. But, yeah, I mean, it's also a tease candidate for another road team laying 6.5. But yeah, I just think the Eagles do get the win here, but I don't know about the 6.5 to win by 7 points.
Yeah, it is a little expensive. The Jets did win last week, so they might be fat and happy. I
Right.
would say that. And the Eagles did lose last week to the Giants, so that's something worth noting. But I'm just going to say stay away from me.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly stay away territory. All right. Next game, Colts -9, favored by 9. Look at it was 7 at the Texans, total 45.5. I can give you some numbers here. Colts 14-9-1 against the spread after a loss under head coach Frank Wright. 7-4 against the spread as a road fave under that same span. The Texans are 16-24-1 against the spread after a loss since 2017. I'll start with me here, Mike. I lean with the Colts minus the 9 points. I know it's a lot of points. I think Tyrod is a decent quarterback, but these are spots that the Colts seem to feast on. We know they're coming off a loss, tough loss to the Bucs. But the division game, they seem to run it up on teams like this. And then Frank Wright, he's pretty bad as a home dog against the spread, but as a road fave, three games above 500 in a 11 game sample span. So I don't know. He just seems to do really well in this spot. So I'll lean with the Colts minus 9 here, but it's gotten a little out of pocket from 7 to 9. But if you're laying 7, you know, I guess what the hell is 9, right? But well, let me not say that. Rome's probably going to attack me. So, but yeah, I just lean with the 9. I don't want to bet with Carson Wentz though ever. What do you think about?
Nah, I definitely felt that. I'll lean with the Colts in this spot. I know the last time these two teams played, I think this was Davis Mills was starting. Okay, so a little different. Obviously we believe that Tyrod is a more competent QB. But yeah, the Colts are coming off a really tough loss, and I just expect them to shake back and refocus against a division foe and a lowly team at that. So yeah, I'm gonna lean with the Colts, close to a like, but yeah, I'm with you. I hate backing Carson Wentz. So.
Yep, and they're going to be able to run the ball against the Texans defense, though. The Colts ranked fourth in rushing. Texans ranked, I thought that said 35th. I'm like, damn, they're that bad. They ranked 31st in opponents' rushing yards per game. Texans are awful. All right, next game on the board. Interesting one here. The Washington football team. Riverboat Ron. Riverboat Ron, baby. Riverboat Ron. He just always seems to come through during the holiday season. If you don't know, all right, if you haven't been listening out there to us, you're living under a rock. Once again, this is What's the Line podcast, week 13, brought to you by anothergreatadventure.com. If you don't know, I've been saying this, Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, he is now in the months of November and December, holiday season. He is 22-17 against the spread as an underdog. All right, 5 games above.
Say that one more time.
All right. Ron Rivera in the months of November and December, holiday season, he is 22 wins and 17 losses against the spread as an underdog.
Rome's not here, so I'm going to say it. Is that good?
That's pretty fucking good, Mike. That's pretty fucking good. But how about this? We talk about good. Let's talk about great. In those, what is that? 22 plus 17, quick math, P, that's 39. In those 39 games where Ron Rivera has been an underdog in November and December, he has won 18 of the games outright. You're cashing in with Ron Rivera right now. So I'm going to just say this. Listen, the numbers are what they are. I know that the look ahead was 1.5 for the Raiders. It's gotten up to 2.5. I cannot back the Raiders. I'm going to back Ron Rivera here, plus the 2.5 points. Riverboat Ron. Back against the wall. And then I know that, they're still fighting for a playoff spot. I know it's a short week, but the fans are going to be in Vegas. The fans, I'm hearing through the grapevine, the Facebook fans, the Facebook people, everybody listen, Washington football team fans are going to be in that stadium. I got to back the numbers here. Riverboat Ron plus the 2.5. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely remember, like, even when the schedule came out, like, people were saying, "Oh, this Vegas game, I'm pulling up to that."
Yep.
Like, and a lot of people have been talking about it, Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah. Why are the Raiders only laying 2.5 if they're the better team, quote unquote? I know Washington football team is hot. They've won 3 straight, and I just feel like they're coming together. They're really, really coming together, and that's something I want to back. This is obviously an out of conference game, but I've been a guy that hasn't been big on the Raiders anyway. Sorry, Keys. But they just, I don't know. I think they could potentially be fat and happy off of this Thanksgiving win, that they had. I know they have extra time to prepare and all that, but I still lean with the Washington football team. I still lean with them. I know Deshaun Jackson, he'll probably score a touchdown on this team, but just because that's what he does to his old teams. But yeah, I lean Washington football team here.
Yep, should be noted. Well, I think the Washington football team, they can run the ball and stop the run right now. They're top 10 in rushing yards per game, top 5 in opponents' rushing yards per game. Yeah, but the Raiders under Derek Carr, 20-31 against the spread after a win. That's since 2014. So yeah, I never like to back Derek Carr after a win. All right, next game on the board. Actually, we're going to do it. This is going to be the double take game, Mike. Who would you rather lay the double digits with at home? The Rams are laying 13 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chiefs are laying 10 against the Broncos. I always start with me here. I would actually rather lay it with the Chiefs here. I know the Rams. I mean, you should be able to come out and cover this double-digit spread, but the Rams are just 4-5 against the spread. McVay is a double-digit favorite at home. He's much better on the road in these spots. And I don't know. I mean, I don't like the Jaguars by any means, but the Rams are still trying to kind of find their re-identify themselves. And I just feel like they're just trying to get a win here. They're not trying to win by 14. They're going to try to reestablish their run game, get back to the sort of Shanahan principles. So, laying you need them to win by 14. And we saw them also laying 13.5 against the previous mentioned Davis Mills early in the season. Didn't cover. If anybody's out there listening, they did not cover that game. Backdoor cover for the Houston. So I would rather lay it with the Chiefs, who, Andy Reid 17-9 against the spread after a bye. So, I would do that. All right. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I wouldn't normally like to lay 10 points in division, in a close race in a division as well. But the Rams, like you said, they're trying to find their identity. They haven't found it. I was like, I don't know what's up with them. I know they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. I mean, I think they'll eventually find it, but 13 is a bit expensive. I know it's the Jaguars, but I mean they're still professionals. So I definitely would like to back the Andy Reid after a bye. So yeah, I'd rather lay it with the Chiefs, but I wouldn't do it though.
I feel that. Yeah. I just can't. Rams at home, double-digit favorite. I just don't. They haven't made that much noise. They're below 500. It's pretty much a toss-up with them at home as a double-digit favorite. All right, 2 more games left on the board. Very short pod for us. Ravens laying 4.5 at the Steelers. Total 44. Ravens 9-5 against the spread division games under Lamar Jackson. We saw them just cover against Cleveland. 10-7 against the spread is a roll fave under that same span. Steelers, I can name a lot of stats with the Steelers, but it's all on Big Ben. It's all on Big Ben right now. What do you think about this game, Mike?
Yeah, it is all on Big Ben. Big Ben, I don't know why the Steelers was like, we're gonna roll this guy back out here and just think like, I mean, the goal is to win a Super Bowl. So I guess they said, yeah, Ben is our guy. We're just gonna rock with him. I don't want to back him, but the Ravens, we talk about this. They give up that big play.
Mm-hmm.
And the Steelers, they have some nice weapons. The Deontay Johnsons and Chase Claypool can beat you over the top. You still got Najee. And I know you say this a lot, Mike Tomlin as a dog.
Well, yeah, let's give it out.
Yeah,
Mike
ahead.
Tomlin is 13-3-2 against the spread as a home dog since 2007. That's when he arrived as Steelers head coach.
So yeah, I think I lean Steelers, but I think I like the under 44 better. I could see like I don't believe in Big Ben. And the Ravens, I mean, Lamar Jackson, he just had a terrible game. I don't think he's going to play any worse. He can't play any worse than he played last week. But, this is the division game, a tough game on the road, December game. I can see, the Ravens trying to control clock and run the football. So, yeah, I think the under 44 is a good look.
All right, you actually kind of convinced me to, back the Steelers here plus the 4.5. I mean, everybody remembers kind of, what you last saw. Big Ben looked awful, but I actually did not see that game. So last thing I saw Big Ben was in a shootout against the LA Chargers, throwing the ball downfield. And every single week, I come to you all and I say, how do you beat the Ravens? You point out Averett, the guy with the dreads, and you throw at his ass. And
Yeah,
I think I think that Big Ben, I mean, he could still put the ball in the air. We even seen like last week I looked at the stats, like, oh, they threw the ball though. They just couldn't run it. So I mean, they're gonna still be able to toss the ball around. And if you can get a Claypool on an Averett or Deontay Johnson, cook and go over the top. Listen, I think they can cover this 4.5 points at home as well. That crowd's still going to be rocking. This game could still Rome. If you're listening out there, this team could go 8-1. What about that, Rome? This team could go 8-1. We know Rome took the under of them reaching that eight wins. But yeah, so I lean with the Steelers here plus the 4.5. Especially with that Ravens pass defense. And they're still dealing with some injuries. Patrick Queen went out this past week, I think. I don't know how he's going to be back. Calais Campbell has been out. So those are all things to be wary about. Last game on the board for us, Mike. Oh, the 49ers. Oh, how I adore the 49ers. Minus the 3 at the Seahawks. Total 45.5. I'm gonna just lean with the 49ers here, minus the 3. They're much better on the road than they are at home. We know that. And the Seahawks are awful now. And I just don't, they cannot throw the ball. They can't. The 49ers actually, as bad as they are on defense, they don't let you throw the ball on them. You can run on the 49ers, but, I mean, you can run a little bit. They're 14th, and this 49ers defense is pretty good. So I don't know about the Seahawks team. Russell Wilson looks hurt. I just don't know. So there's no way I could back them right now. I'll take the 49ers minus the 3. Just a lean, though. I can't like the 49ers. Mike, what do you think?
Yes. At the time of your notes, I know the line was 3. The line is currently at 3.5 now. I lean with the Seahawks. Listen, Seahawks are 3-6, correct? 3-8. I'm sorry. We know they're bad. What's the last memory we have of the Seahawks? They just lost on Monday Night Football to the Washington Football Team.
Right.
I lean with them here. They have 3 wins, as I said earlier. Guess who one of their 3 wins is against? These same 49ers. So I lean with them here, 3.5. They are at home. 12th man should be involved. 49ers are going to be without Deebo Samuel, who's been their best offensive player this year.
Right.
Offensive player of the year candidate. He's been that damn good, running the football as well. Doing a lot of different things. It's been one of my guys for a while, but he's not going to be playing this week. We all know the Seahawks are bad. At 3.5, I like it. So we know the Seahawks have been playing bad, but this is an in division game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm kind of looking at this like the Giants and Eagles game last week. That's how I'm looking at it. So I'm gonna lean with the Seahawks plus the 3. I'm gonna like them at the plus 3.5. That's the current number I see. So yeah, Seahawks plus 3.5. I know they haven't looked good. We know that. We get all that. But you're playing a divisional opponent, a team you know well, a team you already beat this year. I mean, that could be 49ers looking for some revenge, but I'm gonna lean with them as a home dog. I don't know if you have any numbers on Pete Carroll as a home dog. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, I do there since 2017 because of that was the end of the Legion of Boom. But they are just 4-4 against the spread as a home dog.
Okay, so I mean, it is what it is.
50-50, right? No, I mean, I think that's a sharp handicap though, especially the 3.5. I think that was extremely sharp. Last thing we saw, this team did not look good. The Seahawks did. I mean, the 49ers is, they've been on a win streak now, but they're only laying 3 at the Seattle. And Deebo is out, and he has been their most explosive weapon. He's been bailing Jimmy G out, who Jimmy G just don't look that great. So, out there every week. So I agree with you. The plus 3 is actually a strong handicap. So I'm with you there. Because I've actually full transparency, the last couple of weeks, I really haven't been doing too great betting NFL, especially with trying to get more eyes on college basketball. But I think this week, I think this week is time to get back. I'm gonna make some money with the NFL this week. All right. That was the last game on the board for us. You know what time it is, Mike. Tease me picks.
I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, you're undefeated right now, right?
Yeah.
1,000 percentile for Mike Curry. I guess I'll start with me here. 6-point teaser. Do I want to go? I'm gonna stick with sides. I'm gonna say the Falcons for a best bet. So I'm gonna go Washington football team plus the 8.5. And then I'm gonna go my bestie and a testy, Vikings minus the 1 at the Lions. Lions take another L. So that's my 2 team. Mike Curry, what are you? Trying to stay perfect. What you thinking?
This is tough. Like I said, I got a couple options in front of me too, so this is really tough. I'm gonna go Washington football team as well, plus the 8.5. And I got 2 more. It's between these other 2. I'll go Colts -3.
All right, Colts
Between that, it was between that and Seahawks plus 9.
9 and 9, right? It would be 9, right? We were talking about the hook. Okay, all right. So, all right, that's Mike's 2-team teaser, and you did not take the Seahawks, right?
No,
Okay.
we're gonna tease the Colts down to -3.
All right, Colts down to -3, so that's his 2-team. This is a different type of pot. So this is one of the things I'm just thinking about next year. If we do this on Wednesdays, probably gonna have to come to the table with our best bets. Like, right? We got to give them out anyway. So I'm gonna actually start with me. Best bet, Falcons plus 11 points. I think they're gonna be in a very good spot. 15-10 against the spread as a home dog. Still no AB for this Bucks team. And Falcons have some revenge on their mind, considering how they lost early in the season. So I'm gonna take them plus 11. You guys know I like a dog, and let me see if I can get another one right here. Actually, let me not rush it. Listen, we're gonna keep it short and simple. I'll just give you that one best bet this week, and we'll figure this out. Wednesdays going forward. We're gonna try to do this next year. But Mike, you got a best bet right now? No pressure, by the way. No pressure.
Now I just want to know if we giving out all of ours now, or I could wait. But I mean, I got a couple though.
I mean, if you got it now, I would say yeah, because I think going forward, if we do these on Wednesdays, we probably got to have them at least.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's the day. That's the day we give them out anyway.
Right, exactly, right.
Okay. Damn, I got a couple. I'm gonna go with the Giants and Dolphins under 41, and I'm gonna do the Seahawks plus the 3.5.
So you got to do it right. Yep. All right. I was gonna say you got to play that one, right? Seahawks plus the 3.5. I love your best bets. I gave out the 1 Falcons plus 11, and that's it. What's the Line podcast? Week 13. We made it. The pick and roll. Me and Mike Curry. I'm playing Draymond. We're just making it happen. Shout out to you, Mike. But yeah, What's the Line podcast? Week 13. Brought to you by anothergreatadventure.com. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, listening this week. And yeah, we'll be back to you next week. I'm going to go find the guys. Where's Rome? Sound man, get off the vacation horse. Keys, Papa Keys, let's get back in here. But yeah, we're going to keep the ball rolling. And Mike, I will see you Sunday night, Monday.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, all right, man. Good shit.
We did that.
No, facts. I'm interested how I'm about to edit this. I'm about to get on it right now.
We did that. Is this fan on my computer? Is it too loud?
Nah, you good. I didn't.
And my computer is kind of loud. I need a new MacBook, but yeah.
I hope it's not me again. I had some difficulties.
The mic difficulties, the audio.
Yeah. Apparently my headphones wasn't fully plugged in. That was it.
I saw love. Man, you and Jordan held it down overnight, bro. I was asleep, man.
Big Naga.
I know y'all was probably waiting around for me for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all know I usually get on there at 9:30 or like 9:31, 9:32. I'm there.
I was just like, oh, I hope you all
right. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. You know, work just kicking my ass. I just came from a work training and I hopped right on this jump. So
facts. That's love, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, man. I had to hold you down, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was like, we down a couple guys. I was like, I gotta show up.
Yeah, I thought I was like, damn, is it just about to be me?
I couldn't let you do it alone. Not if I had the opportunity, man. But yeah, it was cool, bro. It was definitely cool, man.
Damn, quick 30 minutes.
How long was that?
That was probably like 30, 35.
Probably like 35,
yeah.
All right, that's love, man, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, I'm gonna get at you.
All right, see you later.
All right.